My name is Ava Collins, and I wasted 15 years believing I was living a good marriage, a safe marriage, a loyal marriage. But every fairy tale ends the moment you stop believing in the fantasy. For me, it ended the night I found a message on my husband Ethan's phone that said, "Don't worry, she'll never find out about us." My heart didn't break. It went still. There was no lipstick, no perfume, no receipts from fancy hotels. Just a message, and a silence so heavy I could feel it pressing against my chest. At first, I convinced myself it was nothing. Maybe a coworker, maybe a misunderstanding. But then the late nights started, the long showers, the sudden work trips, the new clothes, the distant eyes. He said he was just stressed, but his lies smelled louder than his words. A photo appeared. A woman, Ethan, their heads touching, their smiles too intimate to explain. I zoomed in. She was wearing a necklace with a tiny gold E. Ethan never bought me one. I checked our bank account. 2 flights to Chicago, 2 hotel bookings, 2 dinners at the same restaurant. And all during weekends, he told me he was working overtime. 15 years of trust collapsed quietly. I planned to confront him. But then I remembered. Every time I questioned him before, he gaslighted me. "You're overthinking. You're paranoid. You're imagining things." No, not this time. This time, I would let him dig his own grave. I waited until he left for another meeting. Then I followed him. He drove across town to a small brick apartment. He knocked. A woman opened the door, smiling. And then a little boy ran into his arms yelling, "Daddy!" 15 years. All lies. He didn't have a mistress. He had another family. A secret family. A child who looked exactly like him. I wasn't the only wife. I wasn't the only life he was living. I didn't cry. Not yet. The next morning, I saw a divorce attorney. I handed over screenshots, bank records, photos, everything. She looked at me and said, "You've been living with a man who's committed bigamy. You have no idea how powerful your case is." For the first time in months, I breathed. All these years, Ethan relied on me to handle our finances, our investments, our properties, our taxes. He hid a child, but he forgot that everything was in my name. Within 72 hours, I froze the accounts, removed him from every business document, blocked his access, filed for divorce, filed a bigamy case, and contacted the other woman. Her world shattered. She didn't even know he was married. We were both victims of the same man. He walked into the house with flowers, rehearsed lies, and a fake smile. "Let's go on a trip, Ava. Just us." I placed the divorce papers on the table. His face turned white. You followed me?" I looked him in the eyes. No, I opened my eyes. He cried, begged, said it meant nothing, said he still loved me. But bigamy isn't a mistake. It's a pattern, a lifestyle, a deliberate choice. and choices have consequences. The other woman told me everything. He told her I was his dead ex-wife. He told her he was single. He lied to both of us so perfectly he believed his own lies. In court, Ethan tried acting innocent, tried saying I was crazy, but the judge said, "Mr. Carter, you didn't lie to one woman. You lied to two families." He lost custody. He lost assets. He lost credibility. He lost everything. He moved into a small rented room, lost his job, lost both families, lost everyone he manipulated. I rebuilt my life, piece by piece, not as a wife, but as a woman who survived the darkest truth of her life.
Months later, he texted me, "I miss you. I made a mistake." I blocked him because sometimes the greatest revenge is refusing to let the person who destroyed you ever touch you again. I didn't win by hurting him. I won by freeing myself, and that was all the justice I ever needed.